I must confess I am a big fan of college basketball. So when I learned the Maryland Terrapins head coach Mark Turgeon was a Bethesda resident, I thought he'd be a great FaceTime interview and maybe I'd get a little inside info on this year's season. The coach took time out of his busy schedule to tell us what he thinks about living in Montgomery County so far and how his goals for the program include dreams of cutting down the net. You're starting your third season here at Maryland, came from Texas. Tell us what you think of Maryland and Montgomery County so far.
Well, I love Maryland, and I love Montgomery County, and I love Bethesda and Kensington and Chevy Chase, the areas I hang out in. Been really pleased with the people, been really happy with the school system and the church. We go to Holy Redeemer School and church, and it's really welcomed us in to the community. And my wife's happy, and that's really what's important.
You're dealing with traffic, you're dealing with a lot more people. Was it a tough adjustment?
It wasn't as tough as I thought, because everybody made traffic sound like it was going to be just nightmarish, and I hate when I miss a stoplight and got to sit there for 2 minutes, so I don't have a lot of patience. But one fan told me when I moved here, the best thing, he says, "Coach, a lot of people means there's a lot of basketball players here." And so whenever I get stuck in traffic, I think about there's a lot of players in the area, which is good.
Coming here after Gary Williams and arriving to take over after him, you had some shoes to fill, obviously, but it seems that the population here has really embraced you, the students, the Turgeonators. You've really, grasped hold of what they love here at Maryland. How did you do it?
Well, one, I tried to be Mark Turgeon instead of Gary Williams, and that's all I know. And I think Coach Williams really helped me because he kind of endorsed me from the beginning, so I think that really helped. And then I came to a basketball school, and they want to win, and so they want to embrace their coach because they want their coach to do well.
What about the student population here? They really, the kids here love the basketball. You're sold out almost every single game. How does that play into how the team does?
But it's huge for us. When the student body's here and this building's full, we're pretty tough to beat. I think we had 3 or 4 sellouts last year and we won all of them. So if we can get this building at 18,000 filled up, we're pretty good.
I know that you played at KU. When did you know that you weren't going to be a pro basketball player, that coaching was your destiny?
Well, it's a great story, and I know a lot of people have heard it. I sat down with Larry Brown, who was my college coach, and after my freshman year, and I set an assist record. I thought I was pretty good, and I had long hair and braces and pimples all over my face, and I thought I was it. And he goes, "What do you want to do?" And I'm like, "You kidding me, Coach? I'm going to the NBA. I just set the freshman assist record at KU." And he kind of looked at me and says, "Turge, you have no chance at playing in the NBA, but I think you'll be a great coach." So it was a real bittersweet moment. I was like, my basketball dreams were crushed, but I knew what my future was going to be. So I kind of right then I started thinking about being a college coach, not a high school coach, not a pro coach. I really just thought about being a college coach.
And your dad was also a coach. What kind of an influence did he have on you?
Well, my dad had a huge influence, more than anybody in my life. He saw a passion in me that I love basketball. It's something that I had to do almost every day or I couldn't function. And so he saw that. So he actually started a league in Topeka because there wasn't a lot of basketball leagues for kids our age. He started it, went on for years. Whatever Dad could do to get me around basketball, he did, and exposed me. He would take me to NCAA tournament games or just everything to make me even want it more. So if he had been a dad that just cared about himself and not me, I wouldn't be here today. So he was pretty big in my life, obviously.
Next year, the Big Ten. Is this a good move for Maryland? Do you think this will be good for the team?
Well, I think it's a really good move for the University of Maryland. I think financially, academically, and for our athletic department, it's a fantastic move. I think with our standards for academics, we fit right into the Big Ten, and the paychecks that we're going to get down the road are going to be pretty nice. I think it's good because it's one great league to another great league. It's not like we're stepping 3 leagues down. Big Ten basketball was the #1 league in the country last year. It's talked about being the #1 league in the country this year, so we're going into another great league. So our goals don't change. We still want to win a national championship, whether we're in the ACC or the Big Ten, and we want to recruit local players and keep them home.